I'm so excited to have Ty Lewis on the podcast today. Ty is a certified dementia practitioner, an advocate, sought after educator, and trainer. She has a unique teaching style, personality, so much passion. She makes relatable content, and her expertise in this field allows her to teach families how to implement research based strategies to conquer the diagnosis of dementia. Today, Ty is going to get into how we can make time to reframe our caregiving journey. So let's make time for Ty Lewis. All right, Ty Lewis, welcome to the Make Time podcast. I am so thrilled that you're here today.
I'm excited.
That's right, Ty. So let me just give you a little backstory on Ty. So, Ty is such a fierce advocate for her family, for her mother, for our whole community. And I have been loving just watching you say it like it is, just really telling us about, how, oh God, I like all things Alzheimer's, all things dementia, all things how we can care for our loved ones, how we care for ourselves. You're just a beacon of light. And I'm so thrilled to have you on.
Thank you so much. I appreciate it. I'm excited to be here, like I said, to hang out with you girls. I'm proud of the work that you're doing, both of you, and how you're using what could crush others to make everybody else so much better, and to advocate and to use your voice so that people who feel like they are not seen are able to say, I have someone speaking for me. So I'm excited for all of the work that we're doing, and we're not allowing our circumstances to define what our life is going to look like. We're literally breaking barriers, and we are rocking it hard.
Yes, Ty. Yes. Ty, let's get into this.
Okay.
As a caregiver, what is the most important thing you make time for, and why? I'm dying to hear what you have to say about this.
Oh gosh, this is so hard, and to answer it, because it's a conversation, and I've been thinking about this all the time. It's a conversation that every caregiver has, like, what can I make time for? And so because we're caregiving, we're trying to check off all of these boxes. But for me, the most important thing, I have two things because they go hand in hand. The most important thing for me now is spending time with God, which allows me to spend time with myself, because it allows me to see what I need to see within myself to make myself better. And so it's hard, but I think I have a formula. I think I have a formula, but it's hard because we feel like, oh my gosh, I have to check off these things on a box. But I am learning slowly and day by day that I don't have to be a perfect caregiver. But if I'm striving, then taking care of myself while spending time with God will allow me to be so much better.
So I love this. And we always love to give our listeners like 3 actionable ways that they can incorporate this. So can you give everyone that's listening or watching today 3 actionable tips on how they can make time?
Sure. One of the things that I tell my community, first and foremost, because I want to stick this pin in, it's important to honor everybody. And while I'm a woman of faith, how you spend time and how you worship looks so different for you. And so I'm giving you tips, but what I want you to do is honor your belief system as well. And so for me, what it looks like is, number one, getting up in the morning and just saying, I am thankful for waking up. And so number one, show that gratitude because you didn't have to get up. And so that's number one, show gratitude. Number two, take the time to journal, pray, meditate. Those are some things that are going to align you and say, okay, you know what? I can think better. I have clarity. I have wisdom. I'm not just all over the place. I am going to be okay. And then the last thing is to rest in your current circumstance and to find joy in it. Because a lot of times we say, how can we make time and how can we do this and how can we do that? But when you rest in what's happening, even when it is chaotic and your mind is at peace, everything around you, your whole perspective will look different. And so you can literally be in a fire, but have peace about the fire. It's all about your perspective, how you shift your thinking, but that only comes with you praying, journaling, spending time, and just thinking about not what could be, but how you can fix where you are right now.
Because I really believe that it's a choice.
It
like
is.
We have a choice.
Yes.
You know, we can choose to make this journey horrific and terrible. And it is.
It is.
It is. It is, but it can also be joyous.
Yes.
And there can be happiness there and laughter.
Yeah.
I think that there are two sides to this.
It is.
It is hard, but it is also so much more. And it's just about being able to sort of open your mind to those two realities.
Yeah. I think a lot of times people see me and they say, Ty, you know, you're so happy. You know, you don't ever get upset. And I'm like, child, please. Number one, we can't look at social media and have that define who a person is. That's number one, because we only see snippets. Number two, I cry. I get frustrated. I get angry. I ask, why is this happening to me? But also, just like you said, sitting between the two, but also it's me choosing to say, I can't change the situation, but I can change how I look at the situation. And that is a game changer for me. It has shifted so much in my life and has given me so much peace.
I'd love to kind of double click on the waking up in gratitude, because I'm in a season of grief right now. And so I really struggle with this on some days.
Yeah.
And so I think if people are struggling with finding that, and kind of, and sure, I have the tape, you have so much to be, you have the experience, you have so much to be grateful for, this and that, but still it's oh, can you kind of dig in if people are really struggling with finding their gratitude on some ways they could really, because I need help with that.
I think one of the biggest things that we miss is when people tell us to be thankful, we feel like it erases the grief. And that doesn't happen. Being thankful is saying, I see what is going on, but also there are some things that I know I can give thanks about. Like when my father passed, I was like, oh my gosh, I am in a season of grief. This is very hard, but he left a legacy and I can be thankful about that. Or my mom has Alzheimer's, and even now I am watching her decline at a rate of speed that is crazy. But I am thankful that I still have my mom here with me and we still can laugh and she's able to do some of the things and she's defying the odds. And so it's a twofold thing. I recognize and I honor my grief and my feelings and the fact that I'm angry and I'm sad and, all of these emotions, but also I am thankful, and this could be, something that's minor, but my daughter just went out for a role and got to the top 10. And then they were like, oh, we released her. I was like, oh, that hurt. But also, you got to the top 10. That's good. And so finding those little, what I call God winks and the hope within the hard times will make life so much easier. And can I add too, just when you're trying to work through that grief, having people around you that speak life into you, baby, is a game changer. Okay? Yeah. So you want to be, you are going to walk through grief, and then you're going to have people around you that might be like, girl, yeah, just cry every day. Just be, just grieve and be sad. And they're going to have you depressed and not being able to lift yourself up. But then you have that person that comes around you and said, baby, I know it's hard, but I love, as an educator, I love that conjunction and comma, like, but there is hope. I want you to look at yourself. I want you to lift yourself up. I want you to know that greater is coming. I want you to know that you will have the ability to smile again. I want you to know that weeping may endure for a night, but baby, joy will come in the morning. It's understanding grief. It's finding the hope. It's looking at the God winks and then having people around you to say, it's going to get better.
I need Ty in my pocket.
Yeah. Tell me about it. When I speak to Ty, it's like, woo, I feel like I can rule the world.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Love it.
I love the but also. I just think that's just, that is a full vibe right there. It's this, but it's also.
But it's also, yeah.
Mm.
And that's the beauty of life. Like, it's this, but your life can change in an instant. I am a witness that your life, like everything that's bad, can turn into good. And one thing that I hold on to and what I've found in life is that all things work together for your good. When I tell people, when I tell you nothing is wasted, I look back on my education and working with mommy, just being a special education teacher and assistive technology specialist. And I've used all of those tools to help mommy. Like, nothing is wasted in your life. Look back on I want y'all to take a moment and just say, what have I been through to help me with this? And what is it now that I'm going through that will allow me to be a better person? Because I'm telling you, like, situations are not sent to break you. They're sent to make you better. Think about how much you endure, how you persevere, how you've been more patient, and loving and kind, all of those things.
Ty, what are you not making time for that you're going to commit to making more time for today?
Myself. I am horrible when it comes to taking care of myself, but I'm getting better. And so one of the things that I am committing to, especially this year, is working out more, doing things for myself more, and understanding that my responsibilities and my calling do not define Ty. Because a lot of time we get caught up in titles like, oh, I'm a caregiver. Oh, I'm an educator. Oh, I'm an author. Oh, I'm an advocate. And that becomes your life. And when those things are over, who are you? Somebody asked me, and this is what changed my life. Somebody asked me, what do you like? Because they were purchasing something for me. And I could not give them an answer. And this is what I did. Oh, because they said, we want to do something for your mother and we want to do something for you. And I can give them a laundry list of things for mommy, but nothing for me. And I was like, girl, you are trash. Okay? You are horrible. Are you serious right now? And that changed my life because I was resting in every title, but not resting in self. And so I'm doing a better job day by day, moment by moment. And I'm not pressuring myself.
I mean, that's this whole thing about our brand and the Make Time movement, which is really about learning what we want to make time for. We're right now, it's June, it's Brain Awareness Month.
Yeah.
It'll be past that once this episode comes out, but we're doing this 30-day challenge of making time every day for something that feeds your soul. And you know what? It sounds like, oh yeah, great. It is really hard.
It's hard
every day to figure out what you want to do for you.
Yeah.
When you are never the first priority.
Right.
Everyone else around you is. So we're right now on day 3 and I'm stressed. I'm like, what am I making time for? What is it today?
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, and I think that I'm glad that you brought that point up because, when I was younger, I was in a period where I really needed to learn what my likes were and what I really enjoyed. And I think kind of really just that journey on finding out what makes your soul smile is beautiful and that everyone should take it.
Yeah.
And I think that's part of what's happening in this Make Time Challenge. It's like really what gives you joy,
Yeah.
and, how does it make you feel? And making sure that you're feeding the machine that way,
Right.
Yeah, the Make Time Challenge is like, okay, what are we going to do? We got to do it. We're committed, and hopefully this can continue.
I hope
Yeah,
so.
the challenge is challenging.
It
So,
is. And that's the thing. It's a hard thing, but it's a thing that we're going to continue to do for ourselves and encourage each other to continue to do the work. It's that heart work, not just the hard work, but the heart work. Yeah. And when we do that, we'll be so much better.
Ty, where can everyone find you?
Baby, listen to me, okay? If y'all want to come play and have fun, but also be educated and learn and have joy, come to Mommy's page on Instagram and Facebook at I am Gertrude Jordan. And then my website is incaseIforgetconsulting.com.
Ty, I love talking to you.
Really, girl, you my girl.
You are a ray of light. Just keep sprinkling it on all of us, please.
I will.
Yeah, I think we're going to have a Ty part 2 in our next season. We need to have Ty come back.
We need to all come inside of your Look Studio movie theater / because I need to jump on the pillow and just sit down and have some girl talk. Baby, I'll cook because, okay, I can cook. And we just eat, and we need a round table. Let's do a purple table. A round table and eat on some good grocery and just have some girl time.
I love it.
Yes.
You know what?
Time.
Yeah, let's make time.
Yes.
It's so great for your brain health.
Yes.
Social interaction,
Yes.
right?
Yes.
Yeah. Get together, eat together, talk with each other. I love it. Ty, anytime.
Yes.
Well, thanks for making time for us today.
Thank you so much for making time for me and for inviting me into your space to just give hope to the listeners. And I just want to remind them that it's going to be okay. That's it. It'll always be all right.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank you so much, Ty.
Thanks for joining us today. We hope that listening to our podcast has empowered you to make more time for yourself. So make sure to subscribe, please leave a review, and share with a friend who could use a healthy reminder on the importance of making time.
And make sure to keep tuning in as we will continue to bring on incredible guests to share their Make Time tips on our upcoming episodes. And come say hi over at Make Time Pod or visit us at maketimewellness.com.
Until next time, make time.